Hello ladies and gents, what's up? This is No Retreat, No Surrender. And this is a special vlog today because I'm up in the corner and we have Starpoint Gemini 2 rolling in the background for you guys. I decided to go do a little farming, still play this game all the time on the side. So, the big announcement is Starpoint Gemini 2 Warlords. Now, this is huge for all of us that were involved in the early access. Personally, I've done total with their $5 DLC and then their huge expansion / DLC free content, the origin story. I've done over 56 videos. This will be 57 if you want to classify it as that. So I'm putting over 200 hours in game to love the game. Can't get enough of it. And later on I'll be talking about when they're releasing Starpoint Gemini 2 to the Xbox, so you want to stick around for that. So let's talk about Warlords 2. Alright, so what I did was I've got a bunch of I got my hands on the press release, their official press release, so we're going to go over that. And starting for everybody out there, Starpoint Gemini Warlords is supposed to be coming in Q4 of 2015. So that'll be at the end of the year, this year. And a brief overview. Starpoint Gemini Warlords include gamers having their own faction, their own upgradable space station, and the ability to conquer territory. Other elements that players are familiar with, such as storyline and free roam mode, will remain. But in general, there'll be more strategic possibilities. This will be woven into the game world in Starpoint Gemini Warlords, which will be roughly 8 frickin' times the size of Starpoint Gemini 2. That is huge, folks. As is. I mean, if you just take and say, I'm going to conquer the whole thing, right? Because stuff constantly respawns. If you just start in the free roam without any of the mods, because there's a bunch of mods for it in Steam. If you haven't seen that, you want to check them out in the Steam Workshop. You can do all kinds of cool stuff, like put Star Wars ships in, all kinds of really cool things. Change a bunch of the factions around. List goes on and on. Guys have done a fantastic job over there at the Steam Workshop. Anyways, the game is huge. Starpoint Gemini 2 is huge. I mean, when it comes to most games that you think you'd be playing in, I mean, for a small indie development team, the guys have done a fantastic job. I mean, you're looking at 50 to 100 hours worth of gameplay. If you go through and you conquer everything, you go mining, you build all the ships in the background. I've got my favorite ship, the Dreadnought, and this is how I got it. I would take lower ships, but I'd go into an enemy station, kill everything, and then once I've done that, if we get to it in the video, you'll see I start farming stuff. And as more stuff comes, I kill it, keep making, and just fill my hold up with a crap ton of stuff. But yeah, it's huge. So 8 times the size of this. Sheesh. Alright, so let's go over the new features. So the headquarters. You get to construct and upgrade your own personal space station, a massive structure that enables you to conduct research, build ships, assemble autonomous fleets, and much more. So, I assume we're going to have a big old space station somewhere, and as you get resources from other things, bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Conquer territory. Gradually expand your reign over unclaimed territory by battling minor factions or conquer the entire Gemini sector. Sweet. That's probably going to be my goal, and I'll do a full playthrough on how I do it. Yeah, I want to conquer it all, baby. Let's see. By facing off against familiar, strong Gemini foes, familiar with the previous Starpoint Gemini titles, reinforce conquered regions to defend themselves. So, it sounds like you can build little mini outpost ships so you can build and expand your empire. And if you've got any, hopefully they'll put in, if someone's pushing hard on you and you're having problems, you can go over there in your Big Daddy ship, because I heard that they're gonna make some pretty big ships in this one. Okay, so conduct research on simple weapon enhancements, obtain the expertise to construct a Titan class behemoth. I was just talking about that. Or boost the effectiveness of your non-combat fleets. Equip ships, systems enhancements, and ships can still be bought, but the best stuff can only be researched. Oh, that's cool. So you've got to build your base up so you can get the best of the tech out there so you can dominate. Yeah, so now in the video we're starting to look at farming. So that's going to be pretty cool. Let's see, construction and research demand the allocation of resources. Oh, sweet. Okay, so you're going to, almost like a 4X game where you're going to have to balance your resources, gather them by conducting missions for other factions, trade, or purchase resources, or conquer regions, providing a steady flow of resources and bonuses. So you got a lot of different ways to go about it. Oh man, this game is going to eat so much of my life. So it's a far larger game, world, and will allow more distinction between ship sizes, pockets of empty space to travel through, and your own giant space HQ where ships can be parked. Right on. All right, and they're going to be going over redoing the skill classes. Attributed skills and progression will be revamped and rebalanced, as well as leveling up the reputation system and diplomacy. So, and I also, oh no, we'll get to it. Which is cool because in the game, sometimes getting the full scale of what you're flying versus what you're not, it's kind of not there. It should be nice if they can put, figure out some way to do that. At the very end of this, I got a couple of questions I'm going to throw out to developers. Who knows? Hopefully they're watching this. Maybe they'll chime in the comments. I did get permission. I made sure I asked. All right, so storyline versus free roam. The campaign storyline will be blended in with more generic conquer quests. Free roam mode strips all main storyline missions but leaves side quests and generic freelance missions intact. So currently you have a couple of different mission sets that you can do. You got your main quest, you got freelance missions, and then there are a bunch of sub missions. So freelance missions are like you go seek and destroy, rescue ships, all kinds of different things like that. So, but in Starpoint Gemini 2, it kind of always seemed like there were two different things. You only did the side missions to get yourself leveled up, at least in my case, get myself leveled up so I could do the next story mission, right? It was different when I was doing the story free mode, because then it was, just do everything. But with the story mode, you were more focused. So it's good that they're going to be interweaving them. I think that'll make for a much better immersion factor, pulling you in. All right, here we go. And they're going to put in, because currently you kind of just sat there, you didn't make a whole lot of decisions. This is what we're going to do. Woohoo, let's do it. A full branching dialogue scheme, the industry standard in modern RPGs. Right on. So it sounds like you'll be able to piss people off. You'll be able to, hopefully they'll have fun with it. And put some, smart ass stuff in there. Personally, I hope. Have a little bit of fun with it. Don't always be the straight and yes and no. Put in, maybe if you're a pirate, look at it from that way. Maybe you're just a overconfident, cocky SOB like myself sometimes. Put some of that fun stuff in there. And if you guys need any voice acting, let me know. I will help out. And let's see. Technical additions include 64 system only, X64 system only, projection mapping, deferred shading, physically based rendering, and realistic physics. Now, my question would be, are they going to use the same graphics engine to achieve this? Or are they going to be doing something new? Is the game going to somewhat look the same, or are we going to be getting a complete revamp? These are the kind of questions that are floating through, and that's really the only thing at this point. Everything else looks just fantastic. So, and I know that they have been they were at Gamescom, and they and I'll put a link to their main website down below for all of you guys out there that aren't familiar with it, and Xbox One users, because I'll get to you in a sec. And now I lost my train of thought. Oh, they were at the recent Gamescom, and they were showing off the Xbox One version, which is basically the same game. It's just remapped, because one of the things that they did through the developmental, sometimes it's hard to say words. Process was to say built-in controller support. So there's a bunch of different controller supports already, and people like me, you know, I don't have a flight stick and all that stuff. I got an XboxOne controller I got plugged into the PC. So I bet it wasn't real difficult for them to do that, hopefully. I would think it wouldn't be too difficult. I mean, you just got to, you know, figure out how you're going to map the buttons and what works best with people's hands, and they've gotten a lot of feedback. I know that. So I'm sure they've got it down. I have every confidence in them. And they were talking about that, and then they were talking about Warlords. And I spoke to the top dog over there, and that's all the information he would give me. He wouldn't give me any more, no secrets, no goodies or anything like that yet. But when they do release things, I will keep you guys up to date. So you always want to come back to the Rev Plays, because I've always got my eye on a lot of early access games. Anyways, so Xbox One users, when is it coming out for you? Well, I'm sure in the next few months we'll hear more, but as of right now, they're talking about bringing it out for the quarter of 2015. Now, more likely than not, that I think is when the Xbox One early access slash indie gaming thing goes live, and they're going to be one of the games that it goes live with. So you guys, if you're out there, Xbox One users, you definitely want to play this game. It will eat so much of your life. There is nothing out there like it on consoles. It is completely different than Star Citizen or any other of the space sim games that are out there. They've really got a unique approach, and you guys can see in the background. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Again, that's my dreadnought, my big ship, and I'm doing my farming now. Got to make that money so I can buy more ships. And I think at this point I own just about all the ships. Through various saves, I've conquered everything. But, you know, what can I say? Love the game. Anyways, so Little Green Men Games got their work cut out for them. Starpoint Gemini Warlords, which I, of course, will be doing a full coverage of on my channel, so you guys will want to come back. That's going to be hitting also in quarter 4 of 2015. So, you know, we're thinking end of the year, December-ish, you know, around that. You want to come back here, check it out. As always, please, guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. If you guys want me to cover more games like this, if you like this kind of thing, personally, you know, this is when I created this series. In my first video, I talked about it wasn't just going to be about health stuff. It was going to be about gaming too. And I tell you, man, I can't get enough. Can't get enough of this game, guys. And you know, I'll say it now, and you guys will see a difference. Because hopefully Xbox One is going to put some sort of forums in there so you guys can talk to the devs, because you will see that these guys actually respond. They take everything very seriously. They work incredibly hard. I cover a crap ton of early access indie games on my channel, and by far they have been the most helpful, answered questions, interactions, permission, everything that I could have wanted. They've done a fantastic job with. So definitely, you know, when it comes to professionalism, getting the job done, they do what they say they're going to do. You know, it's not big promises and then a crappy payoff. I mean, as is this game right here. You guys see in the backgrounds. It will eat so much of your life. So up in the corner, I'm sure you guys have already seen it with the little eye. I put all of the Starpoint Gemini 2 stuff that I did. And like I said, there's a total of 50-something videos. Everything from how to play the game from scratch to playing all 3 campaigns that they have, as well as the Onslaught series. You guys want to look for that. And that's where I take the biggest and baddest ships into the heart of the Empire and fight till I die. And I don't always make it out. So you guys might want to check that series out. It's pretty cool. As always, I'm the Rev. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, favorite, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Help my channel out. Help it so I can continue to bring this stuff for you. If you guys want to donate to the channel, as always, there is a link in the description below, as well as a bunch of other little links that I'm going to put in there for you guys if you want to know as much as possible about Starpoint Gemini Warlords and Starpoint Gemini 2. So you guys, take it easy, keep your heads down, your asses up, and I'll talk to you real soon.